This video about racial medical bias that happened to a mom and her daughter is a perfect example of how race-based medicine can lead to worse outcomes for Black and Latina patients. My name is Joel, the Medical Mythbuster, and let's talk about puberty and race. In the video, a mother shares how she took her 7-year-old daughter to the pediatrician because she was noticing some symptoms that looked like early puberty. Things like hair growth, a little bit more attitude, and more. So they took her to the pediatrician, who confirmed it looked like early puberty. But then the doctor said if the patient had been white, they would have ordered further testing. But because the girl was Black, and Black and Latino girls go through puberty earlier, more testing wasn't needed and they could go home. Well, understandably, mom wanted to get a second opinion from a pediatric endocrinologist, so she asked for one. Well, a few days later, she received a call, and it turns out the pediatric endocrinologist had agreed with the previous doctor's opinion and said that because, once again, Black girls go through puberty earlier, no further testing was needed. Mom still wasn't satisfied, demanded that her daughter be seen, got an appointment, and ended up getting labs drawn. And it turned out the lab work wasn't normal. So the doctor started getting an MRI, looking at the adrenal glands, and doing a whole bunch of other lab work that if mom hadn't asked for it, never would have gotten done. I'm sure you're wondering, how could this happen? But in medicine, we're taught race-based medicine. And it's extremely common, even though we know race is a social construct like I talked about in this video. There are quite literally recommendations that say Black and Hispanic girls start puberty earlier and to do nothing if that happens. Blackness in medicine is thought of as a risk factor, but we never talk about all the other causes that could potentially be happening. Nutrition and food insecurity, environmental racism and food deserts, endocrine disrupting hormones, even concepts like weathering and life stress. Relying on race as an explanation for differences in puberty and in other parts of medicine without exploring the factors behind them is lazy, and we do harm to little girls and patients around the world.